Yeah, wrist, man. Check the wrist, man. Got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big scam, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000.
God, they do, man. They do. Oh, try to flip wind come out.
Hey, 100s, 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted me because I blame she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit her max. She like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more. Tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score.
Damn.
16 cars in my front yard.
Damn. Hey, that bitch packed a janky motherfucker too, though, bro. That's a janky bitch, bro. No count. I know that was tough, Charles. So, yeah, y'all in the same division or no? Nah. Jesus. Oh, hit that nigga bull, boy. He'll do it. Drive to win. And so it hurt more when you lose with him. Cause you built that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know down there every nigga over there. Facts. All you gotta do is see the number, you know who that is. Man, I already know.
Okay, Coach, well, the holiday rush, that's in full swing in nearby Manhattan, but we've got football here 8 miles west at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the New York Jets.
Jeffrey. My Vikings went down too, though. You know what I'm saying? Vikings, like, they said we stole the playoffs.
3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for
Justin
here
Jefferson and Jeff Gladden.
Week 15. This one taken just inside the 10.
Hey, Pat, man,
taking it past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
They went and grabbed Henry Ruggs, bro. Nah, I'm talking about you trying to strip Regal, bro. Like, chill out with that. Nah, I was, but then you grab my nigga and trying to get the ball out of him, like my concentration turned off Ruggs.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Let's go. I declined it though. Yo. What's up, bro?
Yo, lady, he's got 6'6", bullet high.
Here's Hines.
Oh, let's go, boy.
He breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
This is tough league here we playing in. Tough. Bunch of glitchy ass niggas.
18 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
I was talking to Shogun about that for one time. Like just cause the organization and that nigga shit real, and then, you know, like, I'll put more trust in them niggas not to cheat, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, bro. You feel? Because I know the mother niggas cheat a bit, bro.
Come on, set. 15, Ronnie. 15 Ronnie. Hey, Delta.
Yeah.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
So the nigga, when you got to it, he had to take no more.
And some room to maneuver.
Nah,
and he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big run there by Johnson. 47 yards on the ground.
First down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
So the nigga took
Looking to
throw.
Lawrence. He's going to take a shot, and that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 21 yards away, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
So the nigga down, yeah.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. Spins away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How to try and hit the ball, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So
but hold on, though. My first year in Shogun League, right?
And now the kick is away.
Matt Breida and Kevin Cole. So I traded a nigga,
Take it past the 25 and up
I
to the
traded a nigga Matt
28-yard
Breida
line.
for, Kevin Coleman for Minka Fitzpatrick, right? Minka Fitzpatrick was a superstar. When I traded a nigga, when I got Minka Fitzpatrick on my
for
team,
their next possession. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat.
Hey, wait, I don't know why the first time you got that bullshit ass pick.
Doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is
paramount. Thanks, though, bro. Like, come on, man. What the fuck?
To those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Yes, Lord.
Hey, check. Shift. Check. Crunch. Red 80. Check.
Here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score
this man, Boogie. I don't see having that shit, man.
Intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys are able to pull the ball back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. Remember, 2nd year, as you noted,
Oh, let's go, boy. Let's go, boy. Let's go, boy. Let's go, boy.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Let's go, boy.
The way in.
Let's go.
New York. Nyheim Hines, 81 yards as they are an extra point off from tying this football game.
You motherfucker, you.
Extra point, and we are tied at 14.
You know I was over here hot, baby, after pick 6. I said I cannot go down to this bitch like this. I cannot do that with this nigga here. I already know. I cannot do that. Cannot do that. Shut up, bro.
This one tied
I ain't like how he did. That's why I came in there. I had to see what the fuck happened. I've been saying,
carry over the back line.
Like, yeah, you gonna do it for me? And yeah, thanks.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda,
you motherfucker, how you split
and we
that?
know that's not really true, right?
How you
because
split
the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Second and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, but now though.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Johnson going right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second and 9
you
now.
motherfucker. Let's go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Inside the 15-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
He's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
All right, Brad, I know we're early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense.
That's powerful, landed over here, bro. You motherfucker! You motherfucker!
Picked up by Will Harris. He's at the 40. Interception return for a Lions touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? That's Oski. That means
I
catch
see
the
you at the
ball
deep
and go
safety,
the
bro. I
other
see
way.
I can
That's
pick
your
over
vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
It really has, especially as of late. A big hitter to start the drive has enough near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Oh, man, block this dude,
and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Hey, wahoo!
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold, and that is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead going to an opposite color jersey.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now, lady. Smooth. Mike 51. Let's go, baby.
Darnold from the gun. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
That good for 22 and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the 1st half.
You fucking getting hit stick like that, man.
18 Gator. Let's go. Hey, lock it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Man,
He's picked up
go!
just shy of midfield.
God damn, dog!
He'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Protein spill. Watch the safety cream.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Darnold going for it all. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to go up top for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Johnson running right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
You know what I'm saying? Go! Get back in this fucking game on this nigga, man. My niggas know we cannot go down 2 touchdowns. Man, nah, hell nah, that ain't over. That shit ain't over.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the run. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
I need to force fumble like y'all boys.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Lawrence going up top. Inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete to Bryant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
when we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge. We think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Man, you know what it is, man. Look over here at the house, man.
61, matchbox lights.
You hear me? I got me a duck over here at the house, man.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of
I'm about
action.
to play this nigga ass. And then poker shit, man.
We'll remind you, coming up at halftime, we'll
I got me a duck over here. Quack, quack.
Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores
duck,
from the
quack,
early
quack,
games going on here around the NFL.
He's coming. Double up.
Saying, hey, look, Ducks. Trevor say, man, go on and let me get another 20, man, so I can send him to him cash.
31, Darnold.
If they owe you $2.
Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson.
Yeah, I'm slaying shit.
All the way down at the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Yeah, separate the cards. Nigga, don't be cheating on that either, nigga. You're scared of me, man. Pussy ass juice.
Nobody running around the bounce. Some ugly
I'm trying to see where the fuck ass nigga Tab at, man.
A chance now
nigga
to get
Tab
even
ain't no line.
before the break as they come up first and
Fade
goal.
his ass up, too. Free money,
They'll
nigga,
try to
man.
run with Hines. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
Oh, he online.
It's a gain of a yard,
I'm
and it'll
finna send
set
him in
up
the party.
second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there.
Say
That
that
felt
fuck
like
nigga
pride,
get
didn't it?
here.
He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against
Don't
them.
worry about it. I got me a
From the
duck over
2
here,
now,
man.
second
Where
and
this
goal.
nigga ass out. Free money.
Oh, how about this?
You know it.
Down near the goal line. And that would cover
There you go.
beautifully.
For not a little bit of that money at the table. I'm talking about, you can't come in here like that, man.
Behind the line.
You gotta come in here with a
I like
motherfucking
the idea
wide.
to mix it up from time to time because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution
about it,
was
hit
a
or
little
lose.
lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
I'm drinking something for me, not for you.
And that would cover beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop it behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds like counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it.
Google on this motherfucker.
There's just not as much space. They end up having
Junior,
to take 3 there.
you got my motherfucking phone? Well, I might be in the bathroom.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead.
Why
It's
you got my phone?
definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up. And going to halftime, looking at each other, wondering what if.
Yeah, watch your motherfucking hand, man. Touch your dick, then you can come and touch the card.
Down, Jackrabbit, come on.
2nd and 5. And now here's another interception.
Man, come on, man. Watch your motherfucking hand, man. I got nothing right there, bro. You ain't gonna touch your dick to the card.
So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line.
You ain't
That's
finna
where
give me
they'll
no
take
motherfucking
over.
Rona. You finna give me no motherfucking Rona, duck. Fuck you.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Oh, man. Let's go, bro. Fucking do it.
On on third down. It's Hines. He's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board. Well done.
This will be taken in at the 1. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. A good pickup there at 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
To throw on second down, Lawrence.
Oh, my God.
Is incomplete.
Oh, my God.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Oh, my God.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can
what I'm doing with Jamal, man? I'm out there
coming out of the quarterback's
like
hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Off the play fake, Lawrence. That is caught inside the 5. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They come out here in the eye. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and sneak it here. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence.
Bullshit.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On second down, Johnson. About 3 yards there to the 27. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Why my receiver keep going on other shit?
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Check 31, check 31.
Man, my dude keep look at this shit.
Go now.
Right here, guys.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
But you don't see the other play I did, the last drive, my dude did the same shit.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Hard. Get that quarterback. And kill.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Hines. And some space here. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On 1st and goal, Washington. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Darnold down to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go. The ball ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And then they turn on the game film. The coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But that.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Ty Johnson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Recon, 132-5.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. from the 35 on second down. Darnold is going to, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's thrown it to the guys in wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run it with Johnson. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And they almost had another one.
Oh, my God, man. Oh, my God, man. This shit fucking crazy.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
51, Mike 51. Watch the run. Red 80.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, Orbit.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Red 80. Let's go.
2nd down and 10. Darnold. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
What the fuck?
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Man, this shit fucking crazy,
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And no, it's incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He's going to take a shot right away. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Man, that was all automatic right there. I couldn't stop
him. He's going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Yeah.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Darnold now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Red 80. No.
Hey, exit.
Undercross. 80.
To throw is Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here we go, son. 13. He's coming. Check in.
Here we go.
Mike 13.
Look at him fucking live, bro. Why was...
Ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, Delta. Mike 13.
On first down, Darnold. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 13. He's coming. Check in. You're trapped. No, 80. Whip. Watch the whip. Jim. Pilot, 64, weak. Mike 13. Let's put him on the buses.
Throwing on second and long. Darnold. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, no, it takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Darnold and the Jets come up third and long following the sack. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a first down.
Here's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
It's already locked.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Good game, man. Good game, man.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win
I'm
and put
trying
up
to
the amount of
block,
points
even
that
while
they
he
did.
did. He won't
What
even
were they
block.
clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean,
for a while, he
game
won't
to put up
stop.
that
He
number
won't
of
stop.
points.
Then I'm having to audible out of this formation, go to something else. Then the nigga, I try to go to another formation. The fuck nigga still go back.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
He'll move, then sometimes I got to move the ball.
So for the Lions, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
You playing cover 3, but you know you changed the formation like you was doing in the beginning. Why I could have still got it off too. You know what I'm saying? That thing was killing me. I'm like, why? Why? Then when I did that comeback route again, my nigga caught it, but your nigga almost picked it again because he threw it trash again.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn.